Welcome back, students. We are on page 47. All right, on this one, we're going to work on the science zone. So this section here. So please go to 47 and get ready for this section. All right, what we're going to do in this section is practice listening and reading. So I'm going to read you this text, and I want you to listen and follow along. And after the video, I want you to practice reading it out loud to yourself. That way you practice your reading, your listening, and your speaking skills at the same time. So here we go. Here is the first paragraph. People have always observed the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. It was not always understood how Earth revolved around the sun and how the moon orbited Earth. But people knew the cycle of the seasons and that the hours of daylight varied at different times of the year. So in this paragraph, the words revolved and orbit mean the same thing. So the earth revolves around the sun, the earth orbits the sun. So these two words mean the same thing, and varied means there's different. The hours change, they're different, there's a variety. It's not the same. So that means that the hours of daylight changes during the year. All right, let's go to the next paragraph. Oh, this is a big paragraph here. All right. The summer solstice is the longest day of the year. Many countries have festive outdoor midsummer celebrations. The winter solstice is the longest night of the year. Hanukkah, Christmas, Hogmanay in Scotland, and the African American festival Kwanzaa are all celebrated around the time of the winter solstice. These festivals often have special lights and candles because people are looking forward to the end of the dark winter and the return of more sunlight in spring and summer. All right, so the important information here, the summer solstice is the longest day of the year, and the winter solstice is the opposite. It is the longest night of the year. So you need to remember that. Summer solstice and winter solstice. Here in Matagalpa, it's usually dark a little before 6 o'clock. When I call my parents back home, or my family or friends, it stays daylight until about 8:15 in the evening time right now. So they get a couple extra hours of light. Let's go to here. There are 2 equinoxes a year, the spring equinox and the fall equinox. At the equinox, day and night are of equal length. Passover, Easter, and New Year celebrations in some countries, such as Songkran in Thailand, are celebrated at the time of the spring equinox. People celebrate plants blooming again and new beginnings. All right, so the important part here is equinox, and that means equal length. Day and night are of equal length. So this part of equa means equal. That's why it's the same. Equa, equa. All right. Let's go to the next paragraph. Thanksgiving, the Moon Festival, Diwali, and Eid al-Fitr are festivals around the time of the fall equinox. These are times to give thanks and celebrate the harvest. So that's what Thanksgiving is for in the United States. It's for celebrating what the Native Americans had done for the Pilgrims. So these last part are questions. I just want you to listen and repeat them as well. So when are the summer and winter solstices in the southern hemisphere? When are they in the northern hemisphere? When are the spring and fall equinoxes in the northern hemisphere? When are they in the southern hemisphere? All right, so remember, all you need to do is listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. Practice reading this to yourself out loud. Thank you for following along. I hope you have a great afternoon.